Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do the second half of the 2014 paper this morning. Please remember to follow my Instagram at Social Studies Wiz. That's Social Studies Wiz on Instagram, where I post content on it so that you guys can follow and answer questions as well. Okay, let's go. Number 33 says, the term labor force is best defined as all the persons who are A, under the age of retirement from work, B, qualified to work and are currently employed, C, qualified to work and are currently seeking employment, or D, employed and unemployed who are qualified, willing, and able to work. The best definition is D. Labor force is all the persons who are unemployed, employed, qualified, and willing and able to work. Good. 34. For which of the following purposes is the information collected in a census normally used? It's a combination of two or all three. I says to estimate the number of government supporters in the country. I says to predict the needs of the society and plan how to satisfy them. I says to determine the rate of population growth. So we know definitely that it has nothing to do with government supporters. So we know that is out. So it is to predict the needs of society and to determine the rate of population growth. So it's 2 and 3. So the answer for number 34 is C. 35 now. Most of the Caribbean countries remain producers of primary products, mainly because they A, are agriculturally based, B, possess few mineral resources, C, lack the means to process these resources, or D, have labor forces that are largely unskilled. Answer for 35 is C. They lack the means to process these resources, for example, bauxite. So bauxite is processed into alumina, then process it into aluminum. We don't have the resources to make the aluminum. So we process alumina and export it, and then things like iron, file paper, so on and so forth, those are aluminum products. So we import them because we don't have the means to produce those. 36. Which of the following are problems usually associated with rapid urban growth in developing countries? 1, unemployment. 2, shortage of housing. 3, shortage of motor vehicles. Urbanization is development of city or town areas. Good. So when we have overpopulation, we're going to have high levels of unemployment. Yes, we're going to have shortage of housing, thus the development of squatter settlements. Shortage of motor vehicles, no. That has nothing to do with urbanization, right? And we know we have a lot of car marks that are available. So the answer is 1 and 2. So the answer for 36 is A. 37 now. The concepts of push and pull factors are associated with A, migration of people, B, unemployment patterns, C, development of resources, D, pollution of the environment. Answer is A, migration of people. 38 says, which of the following would discourage emigration? A, high standard of living in the destination country. B, relaxed immigration laws in the destination country. C, availability of well-paid jobs in the country of origin. Or D, lack of economic opportunities in the country of origin. Now you have to know what emigration is. Emigration is moving from your country to live somewhere else. So think about the things that would cause you to move or what would cause you to stay or remain in your own country. So the answer for number 38 is correct. The answer for number 38 is C, availability of well-paid jobs in the country of origin. Because if you have a well-paid job in your born country, it's highly unlikely that you're going to leave, or the chance of you leaving is probably slim. Now let's go to 39. Items 39 refers to the following illustration. So a young man is walking to the city, no work, low wages, I'll work and live better in town. That's what he's saying, moving with his suitcases. 39 now says, which of the following may result if many people do what the young man in the picture is doing? So if many people leave where they are living to go somewhere else within their own country. Good, is it growth of shanty towns and squatter settlements? 2, brain drain experienced by many developing countries. Or 3, inadequate housing, education, and health facilities in urban areas. The picture shows an example of internal migration. So it's moving from one place to another within its own country to live. So it's internal migration. So clearly there we can eliminate two that says brain drain experienced by many developing countries because it's not leaving this country. So it has to be 1 and 3. Growth of shanty towns and squatter settlements and inadequate housing, educational and health facilities. So it's 1 and 3. So the answer for 39 is C. 40 now says, which of the following is least likely to lead to the development of human resources of a country? Which is the least likely to lead to the development of human resources in a country? Is it A, improved health facilities, B, increase in the cost of living, C, increase in the minimum wages, D, improved educational facilities? Everything there would lead to the development of human resources except what? B, increase in the cost of living, because if cost of living is high, the probability of human resources being developed is going to be low, because if you have to spend money on living costs, then you're probably not going to have enough money to improve yourself educationally, right? Number 41 now says, which of the following is most likely to result from rising levels of unemployment? So if there are high levels of unemployment in a country, what is most likely to happen? Is it A, high birth rate, B, increased emigration, C, increase in workers' salaries, or D, increased sporting activities? So if there are high levels of unemployment, just like what you see in the picture at 39, then we're going to have increased emigration. So the answer for 41 is B. So we're going to have more persons leaving that country or area to go elsewhere to find employment. Good. 42 now says, which of the following actions may be taken by an employer against workers during an industrial dispute? A, a strike, B, sick out, C, lockout, D, work to rule. Answer for 42 is C, a lockout. Please do some research on what the term lockout means. Now, 43. 43. Which is the most appropriate order of tasks for a job seeker? So we get 3 combinations, so we're going to put them in order. So the first thing a job seeker must do is collect information about available job vacancies. That's the first thing. Then now they're going to assess the suitability for available jobs given the qualifications and interests. Then lastly, they write the application for the desired job. So it's going to be 3, 2, and 1. So the answer for 43 is C. 3, 2, and 1. 44 now. Fish, bauxite, and sand are best classified as A, minerals, B, products, C, elements, D, resources. Answer for 44 is resources. Can't be minerals because fish is included, so fish is not a mineral, right? Products, the fish has to be made into a product. Well, the fish itself is a product, right? But bauxite is not a product, right? Yes. So the answer is D, resources. Because fish is a resource, bauxite is a resource, sand is a resource. We know that sand and bauxite is non-renewable, but fish is renewable. Good. 45 says, which of the following methods of fishing is most damaging to the ecosystem? A, setting of fish pots. B, the use of dynamite. C, trawling the seas and oceans. D, the dropping of signs and nets. Answer for 45 is B, the use of dynamites. That is extremely damaging to the environment because it can kill young fish and can also damage coral reefs. Well, reefs. 46 says, which of the following would not be used in conserving the environment in the Caribbean? Saving the environment or protecting the environment, which will not be used? Is it A, sand mining, B, reforestation, C, marine reserves, D, land reclamation? Sand mining, right? Because that is actually pulling out of the environment. Good, so the answer for 46 is A. 47 now says, which of the following has the potential to cause the most serious threat of pollution to the beaches of the Caribbean? Is it A, hurricanes and high tides, B, an oil spill from a tanker, C, improper garbage disposal, or D, unsuitable fishing practices? All of them are potentially dangerous to the beaches of the Caribbean. Yes, however, one is most dangerous than the others. Yes, hurricanes and high tides is dangerous, but those don't happen frequently. Good, an oil spill is extremely dangerous, doesn't happen frequently. Good, unsuitable fishing practices, yes, but it is not so damaging. An oil spill probably more dangerous. I'd select improper garbage disposal because that is going to dirty up the beach, and we have a major problem with improper garbage disposal the world over. That is a universal problem. So I would select that. C, improper garbage disposal. 48. Which of the following would play an important part in a government's efforts to increase consumption of locally produced food? So what the government can do to get persons to purchase more locally produced food? Is it A, increasing the price of imported food? B, increasing taxes on agricultural lands? C, imposing duties on imported farm tools? D, cutting down forestries to obtain more agricultural land? B, increasing taxes on agricultural lands and imposing duties on imported farm tools that will actually drive up the price of locally produced foods, because when the farmers have to pay more for their goods or a service, then they pass down that cost to the consumer. Good. Cutting down the forest to give more agricultural land doesn't mean that people are going to buy more locally produced food, right? The answer for 48 is A, increasing the price of imported food. So if locally produced food can now become competitive to imported food, then people are more than likely to purchase the locally produced one, right? Because they know saying many times with locally produced food, less preservatives and some dangerous substance are not put in there. 49 now. 49 refers to the graph. Look at the line graph and study it properly. Then now, the graph above shows that in countries either, you look for the statement that is correct. Female birth rate increased steadily between 1960 and 1990. B says male birth rate has always been lower than the female birth rate. C says female birth rate reached its highest level around the mid-1970s. D says male birth rate was higher than the female birth rate between 1975 and 1980. So look at the diagram closely and figure out which statement is true. So the answer for number 49 is C. Female birth rate reached its highest level around the mid-1970s. And we see the broken line, highest level around the mid-1970s. So we know that is correct. All the other statements are incorrect. Number 50 now refers to the table below. Number of births, 30,000. Number of deaths, 15,000. Number of immigrants, 14,000. Number of emigrants, 8,000. So the natural increase in population for country X in 2012 was natural increase, you minus the number of deaths from the number of births. So number of births is 30,000, number of deaths is 15,000. So the natural increase is 15,000. So the answer for number 50 is A. 51 now refers to the population pyramids, the three population pyramids that are presented above. Look at them closely. Yes, pay special attention, right? In which of the following countries would the provision of many primary school places be a priority? Is it country Z only, country X only, country X and Y only, country Y and Z only? Good. Primary school places. So we're looking for the age group between 5 and 9. They're about to looking for primary school spaces. Yes, age 10 and 11 also goes to primary school, but we have to remember that this is 10 to 14. So like 12, 13, and 14 would be high school. So primary schools wouldn't factor that much there, right? So age 5 to 9, the greatest part of that population, we are going to, as we are seeing, is in country X. So the answer for number 51 is B, X only. All right, 52 now. Which CARICOM group is made up of prime ministers, executive presidents, or chief ministers? This is the highest decision-making body in CARICOM. A, the Secretariat, B, Common Market Council, C, Standing Committee of Ministers, or D, Heads of Government Conference. Highest decision-making body in CARICOM is D, Heads of Government Conference. 53. Which of the following institutions of CARICOM is responsible for the economic activities of the community? Is it A, Common Market Council, B, Standing Committee of Ministers, C, Heads of Government Conference, or D, Conference of Agriculture Ministers? So the answer for number 53 is A, Common Market Council. Number 54, if a CARICOM country imposes restrictions on CARICOM products, which of the following provisions of the treaty is being violated? They restrict what can come into their country from other CARICOM countries. What are they violating? Is it A, the rule of origin, B, liberalization of trade, C, special regime of LDCs, or D, common external tariff? They are violating liberalization of trade because that means movements of goods, free movement of goods. 55 now, which of the following may hinder economic integration in CARICOM countries? A, removal of duties and tariffs, B, restrictions on intra-regional trade, C, the establishment of a common currency, or D, more funding from the Caribbean Development Bank. So the answer for number 55 is B, restrictions on intra-regional trade. So if that is restricted, then economic integration will be severely thwarted, right? Because it is the free movement and the common market that actually allows economic development within the Caribbean. Number 56 now. For which of the following reasons are Caribbean governments most likely to try to attract private investors? Is it A, to promote economic development in the region, B, to increase travel among the people of the region, C, to increase the markets and revenue of larger territories, or D, to ensure that goods from outside of the region become cheaper? Answer for 56 is A, right? They encourage investments to promote economic development in the region. That's clear cut. 57, which of the following is a function of the Caribbean Development Bank? A, regulating foreign exchange rates in CARICOM countries. B, providing loans to individuals in the Caribbean for constructing homes. C, serving as a central bank for all commercial banks in the CARICOM region. Or D, organizing and supervising loans for the development works to member states. Answer for 57 is D, organizing and supervising loans for development works to member states. 58 now, individual countries in the region are too small to make their presence felt on the world stage. Implied in this statement is the need for individual countries to A, consider integration, B, return to colonialism, C, espouse republicanism, or D, demand their democratic rights. Answer for 58 is A, consider integration, because it's so difficult to complete globally. So we see the Caribbean as one common market, or we look at it, we use it as one Caribbean market. So we trade within ourselves. So there's always an open market for CARICOM nationals, right, or CARICOM business people. Item 59 now refers to the following statement. CARICOM countries need to pool their skilled human resources. The most likely result of such action would be if human resources are pooled within the Caribbean. What is most likely to be a result of that? A, a speeding up of the rate of brain drain. B, a reduction in workers' wages and salaries. C, a reduction in the need for foreign experts. Or D, an increase in spending of foreign exchange. Answer is C, reduction in the need for foreign experts, because locals would be able to apply and secure those jobs within the region because of free movement of people. Number 60 now says, final question, economic integration as part of CARICOM's main objectives aims primarily at A, rationalizing CARICOM's existing tariffs, B, limiting outside access to CARICOM products, C, accelerating development in CARICOM countries, or D, reducing the debt owed by CARICOM member states. Answer for number 60 is C. That's clear cut. Accelerating development in CARICOM countries. Remember to like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Share with your classmates, share with your family, share with your friends. Watch these videos over and over, You can use it to help you study as well. Remember to follow my Instagram, Social Studies Wiz. The link will be posted. Sorry, not the link, but the name will be posted in the description box below. Thank you for watching.